Connected.
Hey everybody, I'm back and I'm bringing you some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer action. Unfortunately, this is not with anybody from Team MP. It's just a bunch of randoms I tried. This is my third match, I believe, second or third match. Just learning how the multiplayer worked. I figured it was a little bit like the Horde mode in Gears of War 3, and it was. But we're doing pretty good here. We're having a good time. I'm playing Adept, Human Adept, with a, don't remember what gun I was using, assault rifle and a pistol. I have a couple of upgrades from the store and buying a couple upgrades, things like that. But the game is pretty fun. I have to say, this really exceeded my expectations for what this was going to be like. I was a little worried it was going to get stale. I was a little worried it was going to be kind of too chaotic. And there you see me using a special weapon. There's a pro tip for you. If you've unlocked any of the special weapons from the store when you buy equipment, basically, you hit up on the D-pad. That allows you to get your rocket out. And I'm just testing it there. I wasn't even sure what I was going to do. And it worked. Take out the big enemies with that. The brutes and things like that. Anyhow, I'm using Adept. And I'm trying to make sure I use my powers as much as possible. That's why I'm using a pistol later on, because it does seem to recharge a little bit faster. So you get to throw out the wave or warp and shockwave and everything else a little faster. Singularity. Also, I'm going to take out this pink underbelly of these things, the Ravagers. Helps take their shields down. Anyhow, this is very fun, but you need to have microphones in this, in my opinion. I played a couple matches after this where the people didn't have a microphone, and it was really tough because they couldn't tell you they were going to go down. They couldn't tell you if enemies were coming. This match we had at least two other guys, I believe. One was probably a kid, I think, from Australia, and the other was a gentleman probably about the same age as me, maybe a little younger. And we were talking, keeping ourselves, aware of what's going on, and it was working well. I really enjoyed it. So if you had a bunch of friends to play this, you can level up really quickly. I think I went up 6 levels in the first match. From winning, I went clutch a couple times in wave where they would all die, and I had to save everybody. It was pretty fun. And yeah, I gotta say, I can't wait to keep playing this. This is actually a lot more fun than playing Call of Duty right now for me. And I know it's going to get monotonous. I know you're going to kind of get burnt out on this a little bit faster because there's not as much variety, and you're always just playing like kind of zombies mode, horde mode kind of feeling. But because you're leveling up powers and you're getting equipment and points to buy equipment and characters, and they are going to put DLC of this, I think this is a good game to put in your rotation for multiplayer. And I know this isn't technically multiplayer, it's co-op, but it's fun. And it's great when you get these little moments where you're throwing out singularities and warps, and you get the explosions and cryo ammo and all this stuff. There's so much you can really do and pay attention to that make this absolutely great. So if you get a chance, I would say go ahead and pick this up. Play the multiplayer. Mass Effect 3 is great anyhow. I'm going to talk about the single player again soon. But the multiplayer is not a disappointment, as many, I think, are trying to say. It's not as fun as they wanted. Obviously, it's not like Call of Duty, Battlefield, things like that, where you're playing against other players. But that's okay. It's actually a good addition to the game. It opens it up. And what you actually get from playing this, other than experience for the guys that you're playing, your character, what have you, here in the multiplayer, you actually get a percentage off of the towards the readiness of areas that you are basically defending. So it's technically like the places you would go and do little missions in the single player. And kind of unlock a new area, some new readiness points towards your total. This increases that even more, so it makes you even more ready to take on the Reapers at the end of the game. Very cool idea. I wish I had the iPad game to play that, but I don't have an iPad or an iPhone anymore. Oh, that can run it. I have a 3G, not a 3GS. So let me know if you want to play. Send me a message. Send me an invite. I'm absolutely more than willing to help anybody out. Like I said, I played a couple matches later on where I was pretty much the anchor of the team, being as new as I am to this, because there was somebody who, I don't know what he was doing. He was just standing around. Maybe he was trolling, I don't know, but he was terrible. I mean, I had 39,000 points, I think, at the end of the match. He had like barely 9,000. So yeah, that's what happens. Anyhow, good game, fun stuff. I love seeing bodies flying in the air and to warp them down and just blast them with your shotgun. And I got a new shotgun to try next time. It's a level 5 shotgun, so it should be pretty awesome. But anyhow, give this a go. Let me know. Dinsdale out.